This is Eric and Gord. What if we're right? Listen to the world changing. Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
I have no intro, so hi there. Happy Monday. It is May the 5th, No, it's not. It's not at all. It's May the 4th, 2020, and I'm Eric, talking at you from a very weird part of Kelowna with robots. This is about to fall down on me. Hi there. Happy Monday. It's May the 4th, 2020. I'm Eric, talking at you, as always, from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where it's just the 4th of May, you Star Trek fucking dorks.
Star Wars.
Whatever. I could not. You can all go to hell with that shit too. It's Iran. Star Wars. I don't give a fuck. It's all the same. You're all nerds. And I don't give a fuck that it's the 4th of May. How's it going, Gordon?
I'm doing better than you, apparently.
Yeah, I am. Got it rough today. I'll say, what are we doing today? We're going to say hi to Dr. Benjamin Hardy because he's got a new article on Medium, and it's very cool. So check that out, and check out his new book on June the 16th, Personality Isn't Permanent. We're going to sell 10 million copies on this show.
Absolutely we are.
That's it. We got a great episode with Adrian DeBarros coming out someday. And we're going to start doing these video casts one of these days when I get some goddamn internet that works. Which I don't have right now. If you're wondering about my mood, as Gord is, I think I'm being set up at work. I'm being set up to fail massively. Because I went in today and I don't normally work on Monday. I thought it was a little weird, but I checked on Saturday. It said Monday to Friday, so I'm great. So, but 1 this afternoon, my boss shows up, who's on vacation for 10 days, and says, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, the schedule said Monday to Friday," so I came in. Like, you know your schedule is Tuesday to Saturday? I said, "Yeah, I really thought it was weird." And then I'm like, I can piss off if you want. I've got no problem with that. Like, I live right around the corner. I just go home. She's like, "Yeah, you should go home and come back with your schedule." And then I get this nasty call, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You're hold on."
Yeah.
Let me say this out loud so that it makes sense to nobody. I'm being reprimanded because I looked at the schedule and came in when it said to. As Victor says, what? I don't understand how that's a bad thing. It's lost on me that doing what.
Because if you didn't show up, then it would have been, what the fuck? You're on the schedule.
Well, exactly, right? I figured in my mind, it looks better to show up and be wrong than not show up and be wrong, right? So,
yep.
But what it does is it makes her look like she did my fucking schedule wrong. I think it's in the computer as Monday to Friday, and she's got to go in every week and change it, and she fucking didn't. So now she's like, your schedule is Tuesday. Maybe we didn't get around to changing it, but blah, blah, blah. Well, then that's on you, not me. I checked the schedule and came in. I never checked the schedule. I don't know why I did. Anyway, I think I'm being fucked over. I'm just constantly being set up to fail.
Or they're just doing this because they want to see how you react to these different situations that happens to everybody else.
I certainly fucking hope so, because it's getting really stressful and I cannot afford to lose this job now. I have credited my way into fucking fucktown. If I so have to suck ass and do whatever they say now because I just can't afford to lose all this crap that I've got. And all these fucking free things, all these things that I sign up for that automatically renew every month. I'm like, fuck, my paycheck's gone, but I got Robot Gord behind me, so that's worth it. This whole green screen thing it's not going to work as well if I'm homeless again. What was the other thing that I was going to bitch about today? We had the Trudeau thing, and then there was something else. that we said we were going to talk about, and I totally don't fucking remember. I'm going to go to space and think about it. Oh, there we go. God damn it. I don't remember. We were going to talk about something and it was going to be cool. Ooh. I'm going to have to go back and listen to last night's episode so I remember what the hell we're going to talk about tonight. I got to figure shit out. This show is going straight to hell. I'm seriously, I've drawn a blank. There was something very important and I don't have my notes because I don't have anything ready because I fucked around with this green screen all goddamn day.
Fucking green screen.
I will paint this entire wall tomorrow, though, because this is fucking cool, and I don't want this camera this close to me. You guys shouldn't have to sit through this, but you're probably not going to see the video on this anyway. I'll probably wait until I can do it better before I broadcast it to the public, so I don't even know why I'm telling you guys. You may never, ever see it. But in the meantime.
That's just how we roll.
That's how we roll. See if I can straighten me out a bit so I'm not so fucking crooked. There we go. For now. That's going to change. So I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't care. COVID, everyone's opening up. People are talking about opening up. There's the big open up movement. There's protests going on in the states all over the place. People are protesting. And I just love how Trump is like, his comments on them were just remarkable. He's like, there's protests everywhere. Some are small. Some of them are big, though. Pretty big. Like, what are you talking about? And then he's back on like, there's some people want to be open. Some people are too scared. Like, yeah, that's, what are you doing? Like, you just.
He's such a fucking idiot.
You're just literally saying, oh, good, space is falling behind me. There's a big bang going on here. See up here in the corner, space is falling down here. I gotta fix that. Yeah, he was just like, yeah, some people want to go back to work and some people don't. I'm just like, dude, are you just like talking to yourself in the bathroom and someone's filming it? Like,
it almost seems like it, doesn't it?
Babbling on about absolutely nothing. Like, yeah, we know some people don't want to go back and some people do. That just makes sense. That's everybody all the time. I guess the big story in Canada is what is it? The oh my god, I don't even remember. Is it a sawmill in northern BC or no? It's the meatpacking plant. Sorry, the Cargill meatpacking plant in Alberta. Where like 900 of the employees got COVID. Yes, that's really bad. They're opening, and the union is saying, no, we don't want to go back there. It's an unsafe workplace. We're not going to work there. And the plant is like, well, we got to open. We got to sell some meat.
People are saying nope. And because of that, McDonald's has already stated that since Canada can't produce the meat that they require for run the Canadian businesses, they're going to have to get all of their beef from the States.
Yeah, and you already said that was bullshit. You said their trucks are running all day, every day. There's beef flying off the trucks everywhere. So,
well, what's really strange is
you got mad at me, and you said, no, there's beef. Milton's covered in beef trucks. That's all that's in this town. This truck's full of beef. You got mad at me for even bringing it up.
Even every time I can literally just walk out front of my house, like, oh, there's another beef truck. Oh, look, there's another beef truck. It's just, there's a lot of them going through here. But yes, the biggest producers of it out in Alberta, have lost a lot of employees due to the virus, due to deaths, due to a whole bunch, due to people just saying, I'm not fucking coming back till this shit's done with. So yeah, it is starting to affect, or they're worried of how this will end up affecting a lot of businesses. McDonald's has just sort of jumped the gun on this because they still have tons. There's still lots.
Walmart did the same thing. Walmart announced last week they could no longer carry Canadian beef. Or they couldn't guarantee Canadian beef.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, that's all bullshit and they're all lying.
All lies. All lies.
As you say, I don't know. I think honestly, it's the union. It's just a fucking union thing. I wonder how many people don't want to return to work and how many people don't even have a fucking clue what's going on.
Yeah. I'll put almost everything I own on the fact there's a fucking union bullshit thing. I'll fucking guarantee
Yeah,
it.
because they're just trying to make this big point of you have the right to refuse and blah blah blah. Make sure you exercise your right to refuse unsafe work, and I'm like that. Nobody does that. Nobody who has a mortgage does that.
No, not at all. That's the
It
thing.
sounds a wee bit like a union trick.
Mm-hmm. And they are
I guarantee it is.
that shit. So fuck them.
So it will be interesting to follow anyway, and see how far they go with this. But wait,
Unions.
we were talking about this guy. Oh, you can't see him. That's a bad picture. Go back to this. There we go. Yeah, just so everybody knows, in case you don't know me, this is going to be about 80% of the podcast now is going to be me fishing around and changing pictures. This is my new sound effect for the next little while. These backgrounds.
Well, that should make a couple of people happy.
It will make some people very happy, and some people won't like it very much. That's how that will be. And guess which group I care about.
Gee, Eric, which one?
There's people in the group that I care about, and there's a group of people I don't really give a crap about. And the people who I do give a crap about, their names start with E and G. And everybody else, not so much. I try.
So much.
So, and of course, Jake and Van. Hey, Jake and Van. Oh, shit, spat. Now they're just me because the ooze just fell off my wall. Jake and Van, you have not sent me a mailing address for your pen. Apparently, nobody wants my pens.
That's strange because I'm dying to get them. So,
yeah, I'm trying to get them out to you. This is not a good advertisement for Scotch Tape. I'm just telling you, a Scotch Tape company. This looks real bad, 3M. First the mask thing, and then your shitty Scotch Tape. Not good for 3M. Oh, shit.
This is just getting from one step fucking bad to worse.
Oh, shit.
Now it's in the news. We just got knee.
But I can do that. Well, well, we got new. Hey, it's new. We're stuck on new. That's all I can give you until I get up and fix this. Just new and a big picture in my head. It's new head.
All showing us moving head, apparently.
This did not go as planned. Oh, shit. Now I got a big close-up of me. Oh, that's how I do that. See, fuck, if I had known that, I could have fixed things. I didn't know this was even possible. All right. Let's get on with the show. God damn it.
I've got an amazing story to start with.
All right. Start us off with an amazing story.
This is so great.
I'm going to listen to your amazing story and not comment for a minute.
Good luck with that. So in Flint, Michigan,
God damn it.
A family, a mother, the mother, father, and their daughter, who is 23 years old, were trying to go into the Family Dollar store in Flint, Michigan, and but they have the strict rule of that you must be wearing a face covering when going into the store. Well, the daughter didn't have one, so she was refused entry by a security guard standing out front. So the mother is charged along with her husband and son with killing the security guard in the back. Shot him in the back of the head because he wouldn't let the one daughter go into the store.
Well, let that be a lesson to all of you security guards out there. Get a real job.
Like, wow. It's a dollar store. That's pathetic. pathetic. Like you're the lowest piece of shit scum on the planet. If your idea of this person deserves to die and that's your thought, yeah, you need a fucking bullet. You're pathetic. You are a waste of fucking oxygen. The whole family should be fucking taken off the planet. That's insane.
Somebody's got to be charged, and not just a shooter. Like that's. I understand tensions are running a little high right now because of the situation, but that seems slightly uncalled for. What was that beep in my ear?
Oh, just a little bit uncalled for, though. Unreal. Like, just absolutely unreal.
You know, now, I'm not American, and I don't pretend to understand the way Americans think, but who are these people where that's the first thing that comes to mind? Like,
well, they left, and they came back to kill him. Like, this was, they went home to get the gun. I came back. Like, this was a planned murder. Like, this is first degree murder.
I don't get like how this is in your mind like that. Like, this is something that you think of obviously all the time. Like this, you've considered this before. Like, should we go back and fucking kill that guy? And your mom's like, yeah, we should totally do that. Like, what?
And they let the son pull the trigger, by the way. Which is just insane.
Yeah, it's probably his first time. It's like, okay, Junior, it's your turn.
Now it's your turn.
Like, what the fuck? Like, how is this something? I don't get that fucking country. Like, I just don't get how that enters your mind. Like, the scariest people in America seem to be just the normal, everyday dudes. Because they will just fucking stumble upon a scene and be like, yeah, this requires some killing right now.
Right?
Like, what? First of all, the security guard's not even doing anything wrong. He's literally just doing his job. It's not his rule.
No, and it's for a dollar store. It's not like this guy's getting paid the big fucking bucks for anything here. Like, come on.
That is just, I don't fucking get that. I don't get how that enters your mind as just like, hey, this seems totally reasonable right now.
Yeah, he just said no to me. He deserves to die. That's the thought. That's just insane.
That is, you know what? People say no to me all the time. Like when I didn't have my ID, which it seems like an eternity ago now, but it was literally last month. But for like 2 years, people said no to me all the time because I didn't have fucking ID. It was hell.
And how many of those people did you kill?
None. I never killed any. And not only did I not kill them, but I never even considered it. Like it was never in my mind, hey, maybe this guy should die. That just like it never ever crosses my mind. Oh my God, my apartment just blew up. I'm speechless, America. I am mad at you. Like, stop doing that. Especially now. This is so not a time where we should be like thinking about murdering each other. What is that spot? Oh, that's funny. It's a price tag. There's a price tag in the middle of my explosion right there because I put that part of the street up. I gotta flip that. Fire. I gotta flip that. My fire is courtesy. Well, no, see, I did that on purpose because it's a dollar store price tag, and I thought since it was a dollar store story that this would make sense. So I put this here for you.
That kind of works out very perfectly.
Can I just I get it, okay? The cops, they gotta kill a couple black kids every now and then. I think they're ordered to or something. It's got to be. They can't just. But average Americans, you have to stop doing this. Like, weren't you just crying about COVID killing everybody? Why aren't you celebrating that? Because if COVID's not going to do it, you're clearly just going to do it anyway. Like, what the fuck?
And this whole order that they have to wear a mask, that was set by the governor requiring the entire city. If you walk into any business, you must wear a mask. And the business has every right to say no to you if somebody is not wearing a mask. It's not one, it's all.
We're considering it at my work. It's actually being kicked on a lot of places, airlines and shit like that. There's just you are wearing masks.
Yep. Grocery stores are doing it, and they're all doing it.
If you can't do it for the governor, then do it for Jesus.
Do it for baby Jesus.
I got the crossbar. That's nice. Very churchish in here today. That is, I don't even know what to say. That is just an average family in America. It's not even shocking. Like, most people are like, yeah, that seems reasonable. I'd probably do it. Damn security guard.
I would have done it too. Fuck him. Tell me no.
It's about Second Amendment rights. Did you hear that fucking meathead in Ontario? I think it was Ontario, bitching about how the government was trampling his Second Amendment rights with the new gun legislation. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, you do understand we don't have Second Amendment rights in Canada because we don't have that.
We aren't the U.S. You got to understand that.
That's not our constitution. So it's fucked up. People are just getting stupid. I mean, maybe COVID's just. I think people are getting tense, and the government has to meet us halfway on this. Like, obviously, we need to follow certain protocols now to make sure this doesn't happen again. And I get that, and people get that. It's just the world's changed now. That's just how things are, and that's fine. But they have to meet us halfway, and people are losing their fucking minds. Figure it out and start opening shit up. Because at this point, if you're not following the rules by now, you're never going to. So no one in the next month is going to wise up to it. Like, no. It's the people who care enough to do it, like yourself, are going to do it. And the people who aren't. And what are you going to do? You're going to fine half the fucking world every day?
They're all just going to fucking fight for human rights violations anyway, so.
That's the other thing. We're going to end up with a bunch of fucking stupid lawsuits and dumb crap going on. So governments, meet us halfway so that we stop killing security guards. And just so you know, security guards of the world, you guys are fucking getting it.
Yeah, everywhere. Y'all are. You guys thought you had it rough before this. Y'all are fucked now.
And I would have more sympathy for you if you actually ever did your fucking job, but you don't. You don't.
Well, look what happens when they do. One time security guy said something. No, this isn't my job. Boom. Fuck you, motherfucker. You're dead.
I will grant you, it doesn't look good for them. On the other hand, coming from my perspective, I was shopping at a place I happened to work at the other night. I walked out with a handful of shit. Now, I paid for all this stuff. Let me preface this. Anyone listening from my work, I paid for everything, but I didn't have a bag, and I wasn't holding my receipt, like, visibly, and I just walked out the fucking front door. I set off the alarm. 2 security guards, 2 associates. Nobody said anything, and they're night guys. Like, they don't know me. They're not guys I work with. They work evenings, and I don't. So I was like, fuck, I wish I had a PlayStation. I just walked right out. 2 security guards smile and wave. I'm like, you hear that alarm thing, right? That's not like a buy Eric alarm. That's a fucking stop that dude. They don't. And I get it. For what they make, I wouldn't stop anybody either. They make about the same as I do, and yet their life is in danger 8 hours of their shift. Mine, unless I'm doing something stupid, never in danger.
No.
Now, for the average employee, most shifts, your life is not in danger. Me, it's like every 2 or 3 times a week I'm doing something I shouldn't. But
yeah, but that's just because you don't want to deal with bullshit. You just want to get the job done.
Yeah, well, that's not the way to do it either. But yeah, I get it, security guards, especially in Vancouver. I used to watch those guys. The fucking what are they called? Criterion? No, not Criterion. That's the cool movie shit. What are they called? Certigard.
Sort of, yeah.
I forget what the big company is, but they're Certigard. The black and yellow all over the country. They're in black and yellow, and there's like really all security companies in Canada and the U.S. are Certigard somewhere along the line. Like it's like telecommunications. They say there's 15 companies. No, there's 3. But those guys, they're not allowed to hit you. They're not allowed to put their hands on you. You can literally stand there and piss on them. They can't do anything about it. They can call a cop and wait for the cop. But no wonder they don't. want to do anything. They don't want to stop anything. They have no recourse. You could sue the shit out of them. They had over 1,400 complaints against them in Vancouver, and I'm sure
in
most
Vancouver
of them were
alone.
just at St. Paul's Hospital, and I think it was just the two hospitals actually. I'm like, but
so
what did they
bad.
do? They like didn't let you steal drugs or something. That's the way. America's a lot worse, but we're getting right up there where it's like, I will fucking sue your ass. It's like, for what? Because I didn't let you blatantly break the law and steal from me. So I can either lose all my shit or I can fight you and then you sue me and I lose all my shit.
Yeah. It's the win-win for everybody but Eric.
Well, fuck it. I might as well just go shoot the security guard then.
Oh,
yeah, that
man.
way of thinking.
They
I don't.
that right back around there.
That's how it goes. Stop killing everybody.
In other sad news, going over to Miami, if anybody ever follows
nothing
the
is sad
NHL,
in Miami.
this is actually a sad because this guy is actually a legend. Former NFL coach, the most winningest coach in pro football history, Don Shula, has passed away at the age of 90. Not by coronavirus. He just died on his own.
Yeah, he died from 90.
He died from 90. He set the league record with 347 victories and coached in 6 Super Bowls. He led the Miami Dolphins to the only perfect season in NFL history. He's a legend in the sport, an absolute legend. And so he just passed away at the age of 90. So sad news for NFL people, I guess.
Coroners are still looking into how such a young man could pass away so suddenly.
Nobody saw it coming. It's the way it works.
In Florida. No, that is sad. It's always sad to see a guy like that go.
Yeah.
And Miami hasn't been the same since him. They're not the team.
No, they certainly are not.
So yeah, it's cool. I'm actually a football fan, so I do get why that's a thing, and I apologize for talking you at the beginning, but it's Miami. Come on. Florida. I'm surprised everyone lives to 90 there because you all swim in shit. Florida's they were like the last state to close down, and they're in the first one to reopen. They're just like, fuck it, we're open. What? We didn't even close. Yeah, we closed. No, you didn't.
No.
But they're right into opening again right away. So there's a lot of states opening again. So you'll see a lot more death soon.
Oh yeah, it'll be coming.
But football fans, that sucks.
Yeah, so sad for football fans.
Football.
Yeah, there you go. Going over to California, there's a guy who's been in jail. He is accused of setting a warehouse on fire. That there's a whole bunch of people inside going having a party. He killed 36 people when he set the fire. He was released from jail on Monday just because of the coronavirus concerns. So a guy...
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
That's the type of person you want out running around right now. So he's been in jail since 2017 and was released after a court hearing by phone because they're doing all this shit by phone now.
Of course.
So he's just basically home. And he will be under electronic monitoring while he waits for a new trial.
Sorry, what were the grounds for his release? How is COVID? COVID's not grounds for release.
Because of everything going on in these jails, basically jails all across North America, they are just releasing people, saying we just don't want anybody in the jails because we don't want to worry about an outbreak with criminals, so they're going to release criminals out back into society before they've served their time. Specifically just so they can avoid there being an outbreak in a prison. So put everybody else's lives in jeopardy.
No sense.
Yeah. Put everybody else's life in jeopardy so this one guy who's a piece of shit cannot get the sniffles.
I'll be the American lawyer right here. All right. My client didn't kill 36 people. That fire killed 36 people. My client had walked away by that point. Let's just get our facts straight here. My client set a fire. His involvement stops and starts right there. He just set a fire. What happens after that, he has no control over.
He's not a fireman. He does not know how these fires are going to spread.
Not a clue. If you're going to charge anybody, you should be charging that fire. That is ridiculous. Why are we letting people? Why coronavirus should be a blessing in prisons? We should be like, yay! Now we don't have to wait 20 years to pay these fuckers to sit on death row and live better than we do. Jesus Christ! That's just fucking. What's the point of having prison? Really, at this point, other than it's a good cure for homelessness, I guess. It keeps your homeless numbers down because they're in jail, so you can show on record that you have that many homeless people. But really, what's the point if you're just like, they got the flu, let's let them all out.
Just let them go. What's the big deal? What you all complaining about?
That makes absolutely no sense. It makes me want to do crime.
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm lazy as fuck. Oh, I'd be such a criminal if I wasn't so lazy.
It's just insane.
The things I would do to this country if I wasn't a lazy guy. Oh man.
So moving back over to Canada, speaking under somewhat sort of similar sort of things. The name of Marco Muzzo. He has been in jail with 4 counts of impaired driving causing death, where he killed 3 children and their grandfather while drinking and driving. He was given a 10-year sentence. Again, this happened in Toronto, so this was a 10-year sentence after pleading guilty in 2016. Well, he was granted day parole this week because the board found that he had become more self-aware in the years since the crash and is unlikely to get drunk and drive again.
Not true. Absolutely not. He's probably drinking and driving as we speak. Day parole has got to stop. That is such a fucking bad idea.
I don't get it. Why? You killed 4 people. You don't get day parole fucking 3 years after you fucking go to jail when you've been in there supposed to be in there for 10. Like, that's just stupid. That's just so fucking stupid.
It's another argument for elected judges. It really is. We can't have these fucking meatheads that they have no grasp on reality. They've been lawyers since they were 14. And when you're a judge, your whole life starts in law wanting to become a judge. You don't give a fuck about anything. It's just be a judge, be a judge, be a judge, be a judge. And your view of reality is so fucked by the time you get in that fucking bench. You just have no clue what you're doing. And this in Canada, I don't understand what's going on. Like people like Vince Lee was the first one where I was just like, what the fuck? Carla Homolka, why? Oh, we have to honor that agreement. No, you fucking don't. You don't have to honor shit. The bitch has videotapes where she's laughing and saying, like, watch how I get away with this. You don't have to honor that. You could just say no and convict that person. This meathead, number one, 10-year sentence. That's great. That's the first decent sentence I've heard in this fucking country.
Right.
10 years will never get back that family, and it's not great. But in this country, that's a real Canada. But you can't just like let them out after 3. What the fuck? The 10 means nothing. And now it's a precedent-setting thing where it's like, oh, you let the last guy out after 3, you got to let me out after 3. No. And half these fuckers that go out on day parole, they just walk. They just go away. Oh, you didn't. We never saw it coming. Really? You didn't think the criminal was going to walk away as soon as you took the cuffs off, you fucking morons? I don't know why this keeps happening. Fuck, that's a great statement. Every time they move them to minimum security. Yeah. Oh, he did good, so we put him in fucking Abbotsford or whatever, and they just walk away. What'd you do to stop him?
That's it. Yeah.
Well, we couldn't see him. Okay. What were the circumstances? Well, we took off his cuffs, and then we put him in this field. Then we looked away for a minute. When we looked back, he was gone. Really? Jesus fucking Christ. How did the prisoner escape? We opened the door.
We forgot to lock it and told everybody about it.
Yeah. We don't like people to feel confined, so we unlock we hope they'll stay on the honor system. No, that's not going to work. We have to stop treating criminals like they have rights. Really, in Eric and Gord government, people are going to want to avoid jail. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, you really want to avoid jail?
Deterrent. It is not going to be a pleasant place. It's going to be a lot like Running Man, not the cool book, the shitty Schwarzenegger movie. It's going to be a lot like that, where I use the prisoners for my personal enjoyment. In a way that's fun for you. And sentences are going to mean something. There's not going to be 10 years for drinking and driving. First of all, first offense, drinking and life in prison. Unless you're wearing headphones. Sorry, you go ahead.
This is a first offense, drinking and driving. That's if you kill somebody, or just if you're just caught drinking and driving in general.
It depends. There's going to be
if I blow a
mitigating
0.081, am I going to get fucking life in jail for the rest of my life because I blew a 0.081?
It depends on the circumstances. If you're coming home from work after a party, yes, absolutely, life in prison. If you're chasing renegade dump trucks around your neighborhood because they've been circling your house and you don't know where they're from, the court may find we may have leniency on certain circumstances.
Man, am I
that
ever
make
safe
perfect sense like that. No, there's no excuse for drinking and driving. At 0.08, fuck it. It's 0.00. You can't have a beer. If you have a beer, take a fucking cab. It's not that difficult. 0.00 will be my alcohol threshold. Don't even use fucking scope if you're gonna drive. Listerine. None of that shit. You're going down. You won't be in the Running Man wing, but you'll be in jail for a while.
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
This is the easiest thing in the world. It's not the easiest thing. It's one of the easiest things in the world. Where you just don't, like, you never have to drink and drive. Really, you never have to. There's never, oh my God, I had to. No, you never do. You just don't fucking do it. It's that simple. Unless Prime Minister Eric really needs a ride somewhere, then, you know, I'll give you diplomatic immunity. Just fucking go. Is this
oh, pardon me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Prime Minister Hunt. Is this a test? Of course it is.
Hurry up and get driving because I need to pass.
I'll see you next weekend. You win this round.
Here's my card. Don't forget my face.
Oh, God damn it.
So moving over to Arkansas. Now, this is something, things are going back to normal when I can start reading these articles. So moving over to Arkansas. An 11-year-old Arkansas boy died on Saturday after being taken captive and fatally shot inside his home by a man who lived with the boy and his mother. He took the hostage on Friday evening, and the mother had rushed to a police substation and alerted the officers to the kidnapping. SWAT arrived on the scene, where officers heard gunshots, and then they entered the home. Of course, the cops shot and killed the guy, and they found the little 11-year-old in his bedroom suffering from a gunshot wound. So
yeah,
well done, America.
You know that thing where you're outside the window and you're shaking? You're like, should I take the shot? Yes, every time. Always take the shot. Just take the shot. Don't wait for Ray Liotta to come say it's okay. Take the fucking shot.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of these motherfuckers. And the whole suicide by cop thing, good, great. Just eliminate the person. I don't want him sitting in jail for 3 years and then getting out because he's got the sniffle. So just fucking take the shot. every time.
Yeah.
I don't want
I
fucking
agree.
Samuel L. Jackson showing up with the megaphone going, "This is my crap scene now.
No.
Stand down, stand down." Don't stand down. Take the fucking shot.
As soon as you hear stand down, that means pull the trigger.
Every time. Don't wait for Samuel Jackson or fucking Kevin Spacey or whoever's going to come talk him off the edge. Just take the fucking shot. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers. This guy in Nova Scotia just put me over the edge with anyone doing anything crimey. You're bringing it to my country. I'm done with you fucking scumbags. Anything like this, just take the shot. If you're a citizen with a gun, that's the time to use it.
Yeah.
I would like to see anyone in this country get upset. If some regular citizen shot that dude in Nova Scotia,
Nobody would have known. Nobody
cares.
Everybody would have been like, "You see, this is why Trudeau shouldn't take our guns from us."
And that, yeah, right. And that's the guy who probably ends up with 15 years for murder. That fucking
Yeah. Well,
not the killer who gets killed.
No, the guy who stopped the ravage murderings.
But I'm flopping on this a little bit because I did say that suicide by cop needs to stop because I want to see the guy suffer. But no one who gets 3 years for that shit is suffering. So no, shoot them all. Shoot them instead of black kids. It'll be fun. Try it for a while. See how you like it.
I agree. I think that's a much better idea. Give the black kids a chance to go to school and be something with themselves. Just leave them alone and start shooting these other guys.
Start shooting criminals instead. See if it feels good. Maybe you'll stick with it. Maybe we could turn a leaf. We're here where cops catch criminals and black people aren't afraid to live in America. That would be a weird future.
That'd be very strange. I don't know if that'll ever happen. Not in the U.S.
It could. Under an Eric and Gord Canadian government, it could.
Speaking of the U.S., continuing over there, New York City, the leader of the what are they called? The Pagan Motorcycle Club. He was the leader of the Bronx chapter. Was shot and fucking killed, and with head and chest wounds after two masked men opened fire. They think it might have been related to the fact that he was. They believe it was a targeted attack.
I love that.
You think two masked guys jump out and kill the leader of a motorcycle gang, and you think
it might. Maybe we don't want to speculate. That's the problem, though. If they say one thing wrong, it can fuck with a trial. It can fuck with the caught in an impossible situation and things like that. So they have to say stupid shit like that because the media will take them to task on everything except COVID. Because they're making that up. So that's their thing where they get to fuck with people. But if you say one wrong thing in the media, they will rip you to shreds.
Yeah, it's true.
So you can't say it. I know it's fun to make fun of them and go, well, we can't say that these three heads belong to these three bodies yet. It's like, no, but if they did and they were wrong, they're fucking done. Their careers are over. So they have to say stupid shit. We've done that to them.
Oh, man. Okay, this next one, Eric, I've been dying to talk to you about this because this is just awesome. So, no. So restrictions have started all over the... She can't hear you. Restrictions have all starting to get lifted all over the U.S., which means people are starting to relax with everything else. So you have this major pandemic starting to wind itself down.
Except for security guards. So the next big thing has already started, which was initially found in, well, I mean, it was found in Canada last year, but nobody cared because it was like one. Well, another one was found. This is it's called the giant Asian hornet. It's a 2-inch hornet. It's a big bee. But it's nicknamed the murder hornet. So the murder hornet has been all over the news because one was found in Washington. And they're like, and now it's gonna kill everybody.
No, it won't. Literally, the headline that I'm reading literally says, "With sting that can kill." No, it can't. One sting will not kill you. It's like any other bee. It takes a lot of stings to still do it. But these bees are particularly violent to other bees
Wait,
when they invade it. Yes, yes.
if it's a hornet, then it's not a bee.
Yeah, it's a sub. I don't know. There's part of the same basic species, are they not? Yes.
They're part of the same species, but that's going back to the dinosaurs were humans were lizards fucking talk. No, hornets are not bees, and we have a serious problem with bees being killed by invasive animal species.
Yeah, but
so
that's
we
not.
got to make that distinction that this is not a bee.
This is a hornet.
I'll say, man, I wouldn't worry too much about it because it takes two to be a problem. If it's just one, he'll be dead soon.
Well, one was found. The very first one ever found in North America was actually found in BC, over on the island. The very first one, and then another one that was in August of last year, and then in November of last year, another one was found up in northern BC. Again, one each. So they do know that they're kind of here.
In northern BC, that's fine because they'll die in the winter and it'll be great.
Well, that's the thing that they're
northern
trying
BC,
to figure
we're
out.
okay.
They actually don't, because they actually think that they're finding a way to survive Canadian winters, which is unusual considering they shouldn't, because they doesn't get that fucking cold where these things come from. So it's very strange. But nonetheless, all the media talks about, and this is a great thing, because again, you look at the facts, you look at the media, all the media is talking about is the fact that these things are going to kill people. No. The issue, which is exactly what Eric said, the issues with these bees is their number one appetite, their biggest food source is honeybees. And they will wipe out entire fucking hives over and over and over again. They are brutal when it comes to seeing honeybees.
And that's
they rip
a story.
Off their heads and carry their bodies around. It's insane.
That's a story that I would follow, and that's one that pisses me off, and I don't understand how we haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, I don't know. I think what's gonna happen now is people are gonna make a lot of fucking shit out of anything that comes from China for a little while. So people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, it's the Chinese COVID hornet." So like, just for a while, remember we had that fish? I don't know if you were still here when they found that fish in Burnaby, the fucking snake fish that walked on water, or it didn't walk on water, it walked on land. It was a fucking fish that could walk, and it ate everything in fucking what's it called, the shitty Trout Lake.
Yeah,
it just ate everything in Trout Lake. Then it was the only thing in Trout Lake, and he could just fucking walk. It was the scariest goddamn thing I've ever heard of in my life. It's a walking fish with a snake's head. It was something out of a fucking Harry Potter movie. But they found one there, and it was from China. And then it's one. You go, you kill it, it's done. Like, fucking, then it's not a thing to freak out about. But people lost their fucking minds. Oh my God, it's going to wipe out all the species in the world. No, it's one. You step on its head, and it's done. Granted, a walking fish that eats people is scary, but same with these hornets. You found two, hit them with a newspaper and be done with it. Why does this have to be a fucking thing? Every time you see one, kill it. If you see lots, kill them.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. So these hornets, their stingers can actually go through most beekeeper suits.
Good.
Like,
well, that's fine.
They're huge. So they have to get in special suits, reinforced suits from, anybody want to guess where? China.
Of course, from China. No, you just spray them. Stop with the fucking, we got, what about the whales? No, spray them with something that will kill them. Figure it out.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't care if it's spray paint. I don't care if it's fucking DDT. I don't care if it's, I don't care if it's
matter.
Like,
no.
If it's literally something that shoots tumors at them. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Kill the goddamn thing. And I don't want, we have to study it. Really? Does that ever end well? Watch TV, they had to study something. It never works out well. Don't be like, we have to take it back to the lab. And no, kill it. Kill it now. Kill it. Start saving humans.
I fully agree. But I mean, again, the media, murder hornets, really, you can't just, I mean, the fact that it's even called the large fucking, like, or whatever the fuck the actual name is, which is like the giant Asian hornet, you think that would be enough. It's the largest fucking hornet in the world. It's the largest one. It's huge. It's thick.
What happened to the killer bees? We're coming here every year and never get here.
No, they never made their way all the way up to Canada.
They never do.
No,
and see,
they couldn't survive the winters. But that's the weird thing with this one. This one is only being found in Canada, even at Washington, where they're found in Washington. They're literally found that in the towns that is right on the border with Canada. So they're surviving so far.
They may spread east. Well, yeah, that's because everyone's at home, not killing them. Go outside and kill them.
Entomologists are making plans to wipe them out. They're looking at that, and they just want to, just exactly what you said. They just want to fucking kill them. Fuck these little bastards and get rid of them.
There we go. God bless the CBC. Murder hornet risk and name overblown.
Right?
Absolutely.
They have like the picture. It's a zoom up picture of the face, and it looks all mean and angry, and murder hornets with sting that kill in the U.S. And then literally, it's like 3 paragraphs down. You read it, and the guy's just like,
Actually, the picture I got, it looks kind of sad. Sort of, it doesn't want to be a killer hornet. I don't want to be the killer hornet. I'm just misunderstood. The first ever hive turned up in Nanaimo in August of 2019.
There you go.
Beekeepers use eyes to clear it out and collect specimens to study. See, that's what you don't do. Don't collect the specimens to study. That's when they mutate and become something that attacks me.
Mm-hmm.
It's always every fucking god damn it. Has Hollywood taught people nothing? Never take them back to study. Never capture specimens. The world's biggest hornet decapitates bees with jagged mandibles. Oh, that's so fucking horrific.
And their stings are nearly almost 7 times the amount of venom as a honeybee.
The powerful venom is responsible for dozens of human deaths every year.
In Japan, I believe. Mainly.
It just says Asia.
Just says Asia, yeah. It was Japan where it was dubbed the murder hornet.
Nest of invasive. It was destroyed. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Their population is sparse. Scientists say there's none alive in DC they know of right now.
Well, they're waiting until this summer to see if they spring up or not. See if the 2 fly out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, these 2 have to meet for this to be a thing. If they killed the only known nest, then these 2 have to meet and they have to like each other.
Yeah, right? Imagine they meet, they're like, oh, I can't stand you. Our survival depends on it. Fuck it. I'm just going to go join a regular bee colony. I'm fine. I don't want you.
A few dozen deaths a year are attributed to the hornet. Most often, if a nest is disturbed. Well, yeah, if 1 stings you, you're going to live. If 50 sting you, you're fucked. Yeah. That's even with bees, that's a thing. Go watch that Macaulay Culkin movie.
Exactly.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Like fucking 23-year-old movie or whatever. Spoiler alert. Yeah, he dies. There's a risk if you're allergic, but it's not the same. Whatever. I don't know. I'm done with this. Yeah. Kill them. Kill evil bugs. Just get rid of them. I don't care.
Moving back over to Canada.
Because there's certain things that just science doesn't need to know. I'm sorry. I just got to, we don't need to study and figure everything out. Some things we could just kill and be like, okay, that's probably better that that's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I'm just saying, whatever, just kill it and let's move on to the next story because I don't want to wait until this becomes a fucking thing. So that's it.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, giant bees.
Yeah.
Giant hornets.
Sorry.
Sorry.
This planet has no place for giant hornets.
No, they can go away.
It's just out of place for that. Like, we'll fucking build a wall to keep Mexicans out, but giant hornets, we gotta study. Fuck off.
We'd probably learn a lot more from Mexicans than we could from fucking
Right?
a hornet. Moving over to Chilliwack, BC, a family of 5 was riding an off-road vehicle when it lost control and got submerged in 4 meters of water, and 2 of the children of the family are dead.
Yeah, that thing fell like fucking 250 feet or something.
Yeah, I can't get the. Doesn't actually seem to say that in this article, but
how do I delete this? Sorry, I'm just involved in something important. I sent a message that was intended for my mom. I just sent to my boss, and I'm trying to fix that now.
Attaboy.
I was like, I hate you, Mom. I'm not going to school tomorrow. My boss doesn't need to hear that.
No.
I really hope it wasn't this one. Oh, fuck. Now I'm getting... What is going on here? This is not good. Anyway, that was a very sad story. I heard it today. Yeah. I was actually... And on my lunch break, I heard it. Very disturbing. And it's the same with the fucking... what was I bitching about? I don't even remember now. I bitch about everything.
I was going to say, you have to narrow it down.
But this is one of those things. Oh, it's the skiers, I think, that we were talking about.
Yeah, with the avalanche and the skiers.
This winter. The avalanche and the skiers. Same thing to me. Don't take your kids on these things. You get very, very little sympathy from me if you do. Smarten the fuck up. Oh, I didn't delete that for everyone. I just deleted it for me. Oh, good. Sorry everybody for this, but that was funny.
This actually this actually brings me up a memory, because when I was younger, I was at my parents' cottage and I went by on my boat, and there was like a couple of people like screaming at me saying, hey, lift your motor. I'm thinking, I'm in fucking, the water's like 120 fucking feet deep. What the fuck am I lifting my motor for? But I did, because they were yelling at me. And I don't know why. And when I went to my destination, I was only there for about 20 minutes. I came back and there was like 400 fucking boats going to the RCMP. And apparently two girls were in a canoe and a guy was on a jet ski, and he was sort of zinging by them and spraying them with the jet ski. And he lost sort of control on the jet ski and drove into the canoe and killed fucking one of the girls.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, it was a very, very sad thing. Yeah. Yeah, she went down. Apparently, she just got hit and went straight down. But it's these.
That's bogus. But I'm saying, when you take your kids on this shit, like, you don't. Just why put your kids in that kind of a position?
Yeah.
Ever. It just drives me fucking nuts that we have to be telling these stories every year. Just stop exposing your kids to this shit. Yeah, it's fun. I get it. I don't. I'm not an extreme dude. I don't. Like, I'll do it if I'm drunk, but.
But if you're drunk, your chances are you're not going to die because you're drunk. We all know
that. Yeah. Don't go on that. Like, I do, but don't. That's not a good tip. Like, oh, we won't die. We're drunk. No, it's not good. I've lost a lot of friends that way. And I always say, like, my last words are going to be something like, hey, watch this.
Here, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Check this out. I saw that. I saw this on a cartoon.
That's my favorite.
Saw this on a cartoon. It's gonna be epic. No, don't take your kids to that shit. If I do it, that's funny, and if I die, great. But then it's my fault, and you guys can all fully laugh at me. But stop taking your kids on these things is what I'm saying. Just don't. I will never. My daughter on her 2-wheel bicycle scares the living shit out of me. I can't imagine what are they calling them now? A UTV. Fuck that. Never will she even know that such a thing exists.
You should never, ever watch a Travis Pastrana fucking video right now because the shit he does with his fucking kids and family is insane.
I don't even know who that is, and I'm good with that.
Just for clarification, he is he's one of those, he's an extreme guy. He does like motocross racing, big jump, trick jumps. He does snowmobiling shit, anything racing, you name it, he does. If it's extreme, he's part of the Nitro Circus. He's the guy who started Nitro Circus.
Oh yeah, you know what I call him? Douchebag.
Yeah, well, you just see this shit douchebags doing with his fucking kids.
Well, that's why. That's why.
Yeah.
Just, you know what? You're just that guy. Like, I don't give a fuck. You're just a jerk.
Fort McMurray is dealing with they're assessing all the flood damage that they've been dealing with.
Yeah, those poor fuckers.
Yeah, it's insane. Just, I mean, like the fire wasn't bad enough. Now they get flooding. It's just one end or the other.
Yeah,
and this happened literally a year. It was like, when was the big fire? It was like, what, 4 years ago?
Yeah, I want to say 2016.
Yeah.
You know, it's just about time to move back. Everyone's just kind of like, okay, we're recovered now. We're okay. No. Fuck this. Might as well live in Australia, you bastards.
It was evident on May 3rd, 2016, and it's evident today. The region is full of resilience. Yeah, the region is full of death and destruction.
Almost the same. You know, it's things like that that make me believe in God. It really is. I'm just like, okay, God hates oil, and we got to figure it out. Because God or it's Greta Thunberg is God. I don't know.
I see. That wouldn't surprise me. The whole thing is just some fucked up fucking, what do they call those guys? Eco-terrorists.
How dare you?
Dare you?
That is, and I've got family that live and work there. It sucks. I feel terrible for them. Because even if it's not oil, it's just good fucking Canadians living up there, and it sucks. Oil's a dying industry. You got to pick a better job now.
Yep.
The internal combustion engine will be a thing of the past in our lifetime. I promise you that is true. But
I think they should look at doing. I think they should look at doing something to do with, say, I don't know, pumping water. I think that might be their next big business boom.
Well, that's what fracking is. All fracking is pumping water, but it's terrible for the environment and causes earthquakes and shit. So,
wonder if it helps cause floods. Who knows?
Space mining, really, that's the future is space mining.
Space mining.
So that's where you want to get into, and that's true. I'm not kidding. That is the future of mineral expert. Is going to be find an asteroid because they got all kinds of shit on them, metals that are precious and shiny rocks and shit that people like. Go to space, get out of Alberta and go to space.
There you go.
That is the next frontier. I'm not kidding.
You are not going to get flooded in space. That's for sure.
That is a true thing. A lot of fucking people are going to die, though. And that's like our first, as soon as commercial space flight becomes a thing, space death is going to become a real big thing. That's going to happen all the time.
I'm going to laugh if it ends up being the safest travel ever. I'm going to giggle myself fucking stupid. That becomes safer than everything else. That'll be
but it's all going to be manned by Canadian helicopter pilots. So.
We all know how that's going to end. Damn it. Lost another one.
Too soon doesn't exist on whatever rights.
Not at all. You know what? I'm not going to read this one because this is just fucking dumb. Basically, it's just Russia could try to covertly advise candidates in the 2020 election. I just don't care. Fuck them. But what I do care about in Russia, and this is really interesting.
I don't give a fuck about the 2020 election, honest.
No. It just doesn't
Trump's
matter.
going to win.
Yep. The third Russian coronavirus doctor. This is the third doctor that has spoken out over the conditions in the hospitals of what doctors and nurses are dealing with. Has died from basically falling out of a hospital window under, quote, hazy circumstances.
You don't say.
I do.
Don't complain in Russia. What are you doing? That's like, it's like every once in a while, Gord will pop up with a story like, oh, Iranian woman goes to jail for belly dancing. Yeah, don't belly dance in Iran. You know better. But like, Russian doctor speaks out against government, and now he's just mysteriously dead. Really? That's strange. What was the dude? What was his name? Goroshenko or whatever. The one guy who spoke out against Putin, and then he just died from some poison that no one's seen in like 100 years. Weird,
mysterious death. Like literally, I mean, the article is written so well because it literally says 3 Russian healthcare workers have mysteriously plunged from a hospital buildings in the past 2 weeks after criticizing work conditions and hospital administrators amid the coronavirus pandemic. 2 of them have died from their injuries. 1 remains in hospital.
And you know the guy writing that is just like he's got either guns or he's just scared for his family. He knows it's bullshit. If that's a Russian journalist, the Russian journalist is like, yeah, 3 guys mysteriously died, and I have no opinion of this, and I love my family. Please don't kill me. That's the part of the article you don't get to read.
This is
don't
great.
I
was,
see?
So
even
this, go ahead.
Sorry. No. You finish your story.
So the latest doctor that did this, he had posted a video online on April 22nd. The day he reportedly was hospitalized after testing positive for COVID, criticizing hospital administrators for the lack of PPE and making him work while he was sick. He said in the video, the chief doctor is forcing us to work. What do we do in this situation? He was subsequently warned by police after spreading false information that he could face criminal charges. They later refuted his accusations in another video saying that he was in an emotional state when he made the claims and then got launched got launched out of a window while he was working.
Yeah, I would be in an emotional state too if I was a doctor working hard in shitty conditions and then I got the shitty thing that I was trying to save people from getting. I might have a thing or two to say too. Not in Russia.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, I talk when we gotta overthrow our government. I'm talking Trudeau. If you live in Russia, don't take any of my advice ever. Russian fans. I'm talking. We need to speak up against Trudeau and Trump, and not fucking rude. Never. Putin is good. All hail Putin. If he drives by and says, "Am I doing good?" You say, "Yes, sir, Chief. You're the best." Lie to that motherfucker. He will just kill you. He doesn't give a fuck. He is like fucking Stalin 2.0. He's Stalin, but he's kind of hip too. He's like styling.
Styling.
But he will fucking kill you. You look at that guy the wrong way and you mysterious. It's always like, come on, Putin. Do you have to get the reporter to say it's mysterious now? Everybody knows it's not mysterious. You can just fucking, like, let's just stop lying, okay, Putin? I'm calling you up. Stop lying. Stop getting your journalists to lie. We know it's not mysterious. Oh, he fell out the same window as the last one who complained. What are the odds? Yeah, what are the odds? Let's do the math. We all know.
A woman who is the chief EMS officer at a cosmonaut training center outside of Moscow fell from a hospital room where she was being treated for the coronavirus. The hospital statement said she died as a result of an accident. Yeah, she opened her fucking mouth.
She's an astronaut. Have you ever heard of a fucking astronaut who would accidentally fall out a window? Like, you don't really get into the space program if you're the kind of person that would accidentally fall out a window. Jesus Christ. Oh, the astronaut lady. She didn't do the math. Jesus Christ.
That is just amazing.
That was a horrible Russian impersonation, but Jesus Christ.
So good.
Putin. Hey, if you are part of Putin's staff and you're listening to this, please be on the show with me. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina at gmail.com. But we will do this remotely. You're not coming to my country, and I'm not telling you where I live. I would love to talk to you about all these mysterious deaths. Like, if everyone in Russia either dies of old age or mysterious circumstances. Like, no one's ever just fucking old.
No, it's true. It's very true. Everything's mysterious.
And it's a good thing Putin's so innocent. Jesus Christ. You were right last night when I said we need a supervillain. He is the closest we've got.
He is. Without a doubt
he is the closest thing to a Bond villain the world has ever had.
Yep. Absolutely. And I think that he would revel knowing that that's what we think of him. He would be like, yes, finally.
Oh, the dude has, like, I'm so intrigued and impressed and terrified of this man. Like, he's fascinating to me, and yet I'm scared shitless of him. I would love to have a conversation with the guy, but I would probably literally piss myself, and then I would get killed for pissing on the president's floor or something. But he's amazing to me. It's just like, just the thought process where, like, because our politicians have never done it, where his whole thing, I'm going to get in and then I'm going to manipulate the government so I'm in for the next 24 years. Like, our guys never think like that. We do some shitty things when we're in government. Like, I'll get this $16 orange juice and charge it to the taxpayer. But we're never like, I'm gonna change the Constitution so I'm legally in power for 24 years. And I'm gonna chuck people who oppose me out windows. Like, and that's just a position in his government. You're like the minister of window chucking.
When you go home tonight, so how's your day? Fucking 5 today. Oh my god, I drive all over town. Oh
my god,
they're not even paying me for gas for this.
Yeah, right.
Gotta take public transit. This shit's taking forever.
Well, at least you're not the minister of drag him up the stairs. That's the worst ever.
That's so good. The last thing I have, oh my god, I'm literally crying right now. It's so funny. The last thing I have right now is Senate and is going over to the U.S. Senate Intelligence Committee member Tom Cotton. He did an interview with a thing called The Story on Monday that he says that the U.S. should break away from the World Health Organization and follow in forming a new global agency if WHO fails to commit to more transparency and accountability.
Well,
this is funny because this is exactly what me and you were talking about the other night about this.
Word for word.
If you can't trust this group, what do you do? And you're like, well, you form a new one. But I'm like, what's the point? They're all being created by the same fucking people anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Well, Tom Cotton, thank you for listening.
Yep.
I like the cut of your jib. I like your swagger, sir. Clearly he got that idea from us, and that's good. Tom, run with it. I'm on your side. But Gord's right too. Don't just turn it into a bullshit factory as soon as you win.
Just because you get what you want doesn't mean you get to just create whatever you want. You know, the whole point is supposed to be more transparency and accountability. He says that the WHO director and his team need to leave the WHO and leave now. But if they don't leave and the WHO doesn't commit itself to more transparent accountability, then the United States should lead the world's leading countries from a scientific standpoint to create a new organization that will be a World Health Organization and not a world politics organization.
Well done, Tom. I don't think you're going to lead too many people. Trudeau just pledged an extra $80 million to the WHO. So apparently you didn't talk to Canada about this one because we're not following you anywhere. We're all who. We just pledged a whole bunch of money to the WHO, but I am totally on board with this. I think you're right. Well, really, Tom, I'm right. Let's be honest. It was my idea. But it's with a caveat. You need a Gord in your corner. You need someone to make sure that this just doesn't turn into another WHO, which it will, and that sucks.
Yeah. So there's just I don't know. There's just no point, and that was my whole point the first time around. So good to you, Tom Cotton. Way to go, buddy.
You send me your home address, and you're in line for a pen and a postcard, my friend. Because clearly you've been listening. Is that beeping sound your phone? Is that what you're? Why
yeah,
you're
it's my phone.
me?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I was looking something.
You
wasn't working.
rat bastard.
Yeah,
right.
bastard.
You're talking to a girl. This has been a big, long fucking episode. That's fine. We can go talk to girls. I'm okay with that. And girls, if you're listening, hi. That's it. That's all you get out of me. Thanks for listening.
That's it.
That's all the girls get from me. Anyway, my connection is getting shitty.
There's one thing I just got to mention. Yeah, it got really bad. Just one quick thing. Apparently they're going to be doing a movie on this tiger thing.
Yeah, the Tiger King. That guy can fuck my balls.
Yeah. Well, guess who's playing him? Nick fucking Cage.
Well, of course he is. Well, isn't Nick Cage like up to his ass in IRS bills? He'll take any role you give him.
Yeah, your connection's gone really shitty.
Yeah, it's not mine. It's our connection, and it's bad.
No, I'm blaming you.
All right. I'm going to try to say, everyone, if you can hear me, until tomorrow night, take care of each other.
See ya. Try not to die, or if you do die, don't leave a mess.
Yeah. I'm on board with that.
There you go.
I'm going to stop recording. I don't know why that just went to shit.
It just all of a sudden, it just went real bad.
Yeah.